What's going on, guys? So I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the purchase we just made. We just traveled up to Illinois and we bought a lot of stuff up there. We got back about last week with it. That's about 12 hours away. So when we go that far, you might as well fill your trailer up if you got the money for it, and you can do it. So a 12-hour travel, we bought 300 of these chairs here. These are your white garden chairs. Here too. So 300 white garden chairs we bought. We bought 10 20 by 20 tents. We bought high peak tents, 20 by 20 high peak tents. We bought one 20 by 30 tent and one 20 by 40 tent. Now they are the economy style tents. And they're right here. Here's the fabric right here. We're going through the fabric, unrolling them, making sure no holes, making sure, because they are used tents. So 1 to 2 season old. So we're going through those, checking them, making them look nice, making sure, seeing if we have to wash them or not before we store them. So here's what they look like. We bought 3 red ones, high peak tents here, 1 blue one, and then the rest here are white. So, and then 20 by 40 is white and 20 by 30 is white. Didn't really want to buy the colored tents, but that's all he had left to sell there. And if we get the chili job we're hoping for, we need those tents, and they don't care what color they are. So hopefully those tents are already bought and going back out for a job already, and make the money back on the first setup. We never had 20 by 30 before or 20 by 40 high peak before, so that was a purchase I want to make for that. I wanted those tents anyway on those 2 styles, at least test them out, and they are the same poles and same company and setup as these 20 by 20s are, so it's all kind of interchangeable pieces. So that's a good item to have there. We have set the 20 by 30 up twice so far. Once here in the yard, and then once on a job so far. And so far within those 2 setups, we really like it. It's a whole lot better than the West Coast frame style, in our opinion. That's not a bad choice for the 20 by 20 for sure. But so far, the high peak style can set up a whole lot faster, and it looks a whole lot nicer. And the high peak style should get a whole lot faster once we know how to set it up, and once we get all the tips and tricks figured out. There are several tricks that we didn't really know on the first 2 setups, and we're learning those as we go. And so once we know those, we'll set up a whole lot faster than what we have these first 2 times. But let me go ahead and show you. I guess you can see the poles here. So here's all my poles for that right there. So all those tents I just mentioned fit right here in this area. The legs will fit here, and then the side poles fit here. So this is 10 20 by 20 high peaks, and this is 1 20 by 30 high peak and 1 20 by 40 high peak. All right here in this area as far as the side poles and legs. And then I have the connectors. This is what, so here's the connector piece for it. So this is, those poles there are about 9 foot something long. So one side goes on one side here, and the other one goes there. This goes in the middle. So I never had that style before. And then here's your corners. Anyway, never had that style before. All of our 20 by 20 so far. They're gonna be hard to see, but they're the bottom poles down here, which are all, one pole is 20 foot long. So these are gonna be more poles to bring and set up, and more items to remember to bring and set up and everything. But we do a lot of tents in a town about an hour away, and then one way, then about an hour away the other way. We're at those locations all the time, and a lot of times they only want a 20 by 10, 20 by tent, or 20 by 30, or 20 by 40. That is a really common size. So now with these tents here, we can toss those in the back of a pickup truck and head that way. If that's all they're ordering, which a lot of times it is, we can toss that in the back of a pickup truck and head that way. Save a lot on gas mileage, not pulling a truck and trailer, or not pulling a trailer at least. And then also, so you just got 2 guys in a pickup truck going to set it up, 2 guys traveling back. Save a lot on setups like that. So we're hoping for it anyway. We haven't tried it, haven't done it, but we do know we can set them up that way, or we can toss them into a back pickup truck. Anyway, so that's my purchase so far for the 2021 season we're going into. We are looking at buying another stake driver, is another purchase, and we're going to be building soon here. I'm going to be purchasing a lot of metal, and we're going to be building more of our carts. So these carts work for everything. You see them working for the chairs across there, and they'll carry 150 Samsonite chairs, or they'll carry 75 of those white garden chairs, which is 1 cart. So they work for those. They work for these here. My stages, you see them in the past, my past videos, where they work for the tents. So you toss your poles on the bottom of that cart, and then you toss your fabric right on top of that. They work for that. At my last video, you just saw me stacking some tables on those. You can also stack these 8-foot tables on those carts. You can stack 20 of these tables on that cart. So they work for almost anything you want. Now I do have my 8-foot table carts here that I use for 8-foot tables. But if these are all filled up, I only need to take 10 tables. Instead of taking a full cart of 20, I can just throw 10 of those tables on that kind of cart and take it that way. So I'm buying lots of metal to build those carts. I'm also going to be building some toolboxes for the trucks. I'm going to be building the toolboxes for the trailers. Anyway, lots of metal I'm going to be buying, and I'm going to be welding and making things more organized here in the shop. That's in my last video also. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. That's one of my purchases this year, or for this next year coming on. We're going to be purchasing the other stuff I just mentioned. Is our plan so far, and made possibly another truck. So anyway, that's partly my plan for this next season. Just want to share that with y'all. Anyway, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe, and please help me grow the channel.